team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will go to work first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Hoover. Under fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time...
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Cougars offense has the ball for the first time. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved.
Breaks into the open.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's got an open man. He'll work his way down to the 28. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
From the red zone, looking for a man. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The RPO, it's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in their step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Back to throw, it's Hoover. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Fitted in the window for the score.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Butler. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Caught behind the line. It's Broussard.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Gets it out fast. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass on second down. Right down the middle. Got his man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Off-play action on first down. He's got it on the move. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Finds his man down the middle. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
And the Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to turning it on. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Broussard. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Complete with conviction on the crosser. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch?
The Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The give from the gun. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They'll run it. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And they're stopped, but I don't think this is decision time. You need a touchdown. You got to put that on the board. So this offense now, they know it's fourth down. It's a big play. What's your favorite play to go to right now?
trying to power it in. Not only will he not get in, they'll stop him behind the line at the 4. We'll see if they go into a 4-minute offense, try to bleed the clock, or will they stay aggressive with a couple of minutes to play? That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Give to the single back. They stop him in the end zone, not only a safety, but they take the lead.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Set to advance on the football.
Creates a little space. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive.
First and 10.
Hand off from the shotgun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Wegman. Fires complete on the crosser. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got the quick pass. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It is your time. What is in your bag? What is your play call? Going to be 4th down now. I have to have this. I'm trailing. This is what every quarterback dreamed about in their backyard, making that play in a big-time moment. It's go time.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ballgame. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's McAllister. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.